Hey there, home theater fans. Todd with avnirvana.com, and I'm hanging out at CEDIA 2025 with Ryan Donaher of Apex Technologies. Ryan, how's it going?
It's going great, Todd. Great to see you. Thanks for coming by.
Sure thing. I know it's the end of the show.
Yes.
Kind of the letdown after all the excitement.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, it's been a crazy couple days. So
yeah, have you had a good traffic flow?
Absolutely amazing. Yep, better than we could ask, actually. So really big show for Apex this year, and we've got a lot going on. And we saw all of our best customers here, so couldn't ask for more. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah, it was a great show.
So just to frame this for everyone out there, Apex is a distributor here in North America?
We are. So we're a national distributor in audio video, obviously. We really focus primarily on the CEDIA space and the CEDIA channel, but we focus on audio, some lighting technology, and also a lot of power, actually, power management and regulation. So, but audio is my heart and soul, and that's what I focus on.
Baby.
Yeah, that's for my customers.
So that brings us to what we're looking at here, and this is a brand that I would assume a lot of people out there aren't all that familiar with, but it sounds like it's a pretty cool brand. We're talking TPI.
Yes, yep, we are.
So lead us into the story about TPI a little bit here.
It's an amazing underground story, right? I mean, I'm very proud and fortunate to represent TPI here in the US and work with them. Absolutely amazing company that our industry has never heard of. And what's amazing is looking at their history and who's on the team. They have decades and decades of knowledge and experience in audio engineering, and it's just so uncommon these days. So I fell in love with this brand right at 2020. I went over to the UK before ISE in 2020 and went up to the factory and met Giles Smith, the owner, heard their product, and I was enamored. I was like, how does nobody know about you guys? Like, what is going on here? And he's like, well, I don't want to do any marketing. I just want to make amazing products and have happy customers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, this resonates with me. And what they focus on is just at my core, which is die-hard analog audio engineering. And that's a lost art, right? And Giles' mission is to preserve the knowledge of analog audio. You can't go to university today and learn on how to design a passive crossover network or a box. I mean, where is that knowledge gone?
Is that because it's all digital now?
Yes, of course.
Analog is really going.
If you wanted to start a speaker company today, right? What are you going to do? You're going to buy drive units. You can buy a box. You can buy amplifier modules and put it in your box, and then you just do everything with DSP. And that's not the right way to do it, right?
Well, I guess someone watching this right now is thinking, okay, well, we have digital. Things have gone the way of digital. So why is analog so interesting to you?
Because we hear an analog, right? So we have to do the analog bits right, and then we use digital to take it to the next level. So case in point, all of TPI's boxes, none of them require any corrective EQ at all. They sound correct right out of the box, every one of them. From the big reference monitors all the way down to the compact speakers. They sound right. Now, we use DSP. We make our own DSP, right, in-house. We make our own amplifiers in-house, complete, everything.
So the DSP and amplifiers, are they crushed into one product?
Absolutely not. We believe in keeping them separate. If you're buying a cinema, we expect you to have this product for a lifetime. If you're building DSP into an amplifier, that is building in obsolescence, right? Our amplifiers, they're made to own for a lifetime. So you want to have them and upgrade the stuff that changes, which is surround decoding, DSP, all that stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. So one of the things you were telling me before we hopped on camera, its bones are pro audio.
Yes.
Right, which I find really fascinating because so many of the really good speakers that I hear over a period of a year, a lot of them have those pro audio roots.
Absolutely.
And they become prosumer, and the backstories on all of those products are super interesting. Those engineers are really passionate about their pro audio roots.
Of course.
So
well, there's a reason
on that.
Yeah, no, there's a reason, right? Pro audio companies who are in pro, they practice actual audio engineering and research, actual research, right? So you look at companies like Meyer, like JBL, these companies develop white papers and study how we hear and how we listen. Very much like Meridian Audio, who I worked for all those years, and I still sell and proudly represent the US. They do research. They go to AES and present their research. That makes a fundamental difference in products. So that's why they're so proud. On the flip side, the more traditional residential, they just design a product, right? So we are very, very passionate about the fact that research is really important to our products.
So these guys aren't afraid to hide or show their numbers, basically, is what you're saying.
Oh, no, yeah, of course not, yeah.
Pro companies are putting their numbers out there for
Absolutely.
everybody to see. We talk about things like RP22.
Yep. We want to share the data, right? It's all here because that makes it easier for a cinema designer to do their job, right? So, and one of the things that we focus on is synergy between all the boxes. This is also very important. So if you look at from our reference monitors or reference cinema boxes all the way down to our compact loudspeakers, they are no more than 3 dB, 2 or 3 dB efficiency differences. That's very important because that means you don't have to calibrate anything down. The system runs very happy, very effortless, right? It just has this natural feel. So that's another big reason why that type of engineering is important. But they started very much in Pro to prove a point in the high output community,
right?
In the PA world, because they saw the trend of high output going low quality. And so they said, listen, we got the chops, we can do high output with the fidelity.
Right.
And they do. They have this crazy speaker, which people can look at, called the MFR. It looks like this giant robot alien thing.
Oh, neat.
And it is a blast. It is amazing because it sounds like hi-fi, but it plays ridiculously loud. And it's used in nightclubs. They just launched a new nightclub in Ibiza. They used it in Manhattan and London. So very much driven in that professional world. And then they shifted into studio. So they're used at a variety of recording studios around the world. Atlantic Records in London, their flagship studio. TPI monitors right there.
Wow, that's saying something.
Yep, that's proof, right?
Yeah, right there. I mean, you have the recording artists.
Yep, they have recording artists. I was actually just working with two very well-known producers here in the U.S. And loving our products. So they're studio monitors. And then it got into cinema by accident, actually. Giles did not want to get into cinema because it's typically lower dollars in the professional cinema world, like screening rooms and such.
Yeah.
But he's passionate about quality, so he was asked to do a screening room in London, and he did it. And everybody was absolutely floored at their ability to achieve very high SPL with a soft dome.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. That's
a lot of times
you
see a compression driver used in this scenario, or a horn-loaded.
Yep.
I guess soft dome horn-loaded tweeters are used also, but it does not appear that's happening here.
No,
right?
Nope. And this is why I fell in love with the brand, because it sounds like hi-fi, but they have proprietary technology for the passive speaker box, right? So there's crossover in the box, just 2 conductor wire, for it to achieve very high SPL. I mean, the big reference box, 1,750 watts of power handling, 98 dB sensitivity, right? And it's legit. I mean, we did
That's neat.
The first theater we did was for a major cinema director. We refit his main room in his house, which is 50 feet deep. And we used a box that is 8 inches deep up front in the main baffle wall because we don't have a compression driver. And that room is an Dolby Atmos professional approved mix room for mixing.
Wow.
He mixed his newest movie in that room.
Really?
That's how much he likes it.
Now, okay, so a couple questions. I mean, obviously what you're talking about, the depth of these, they're meant to go behind AT screens and things like that.
Yep.
Subwoofers. I mean, obviously folks here, we're looking at smaller sized form factor speakers. You said the line goes as big as you want, basically.
Yes.
Do you have the complete line? Are there subwoofers all the way up through speakers?
We have 8-inch bandpass subs all the way up to big 24-inch subs. Subs are a funny thing. I'm very passionate about fast, accurate, correct bass, right? And
gotta get those transients.
Yeah, you do. Well, because if you overwhelm a room, you cover up everything else, right? Because the decay time of the bass is very different than mid-range and high frequency. So it's all about getting everything in correct time. And our boxes, our subs, they're just amazingly engineered boxes. Really good drive units, amazing box, ported, and they just sound effortless. It's amazing. So subs are a tricky one because we're always fighting space. So because we build everything in-house in the UK, we do a lot of custom-made boxes. So we just built a pair of custom 18s for a client in Florida to make them as narrow as possible. So our traditional box altered it, made it more narrow, and have a happy client. Right. So that's standard. We do that a lot, actually.
So you're saying you take speakers within the range and you can shrink the...
You bet. Well, not shrink, but change.
Alter and change it without changing the tonality of the speaker?
Absolutely, yes.
The speaker.
You bet. Well, when you have our own anechoic chamber, do everything in-house, all the engineering's done in-house. So yes, we can actually do that quite quickly.
I mean, that's a very special project if you're talking about
absolutely
testing in an anechoic chamber.
No, absolutely. So most boxes, boxes that play 80 hertz and up, that's a very easy process to do. Subs are very tricky. Yeah. So that takes a few weeks to actually get that process done, but we absolutely do that. So subs are fun, man. The big subs, the power, I mean, doing it right is something we're very passionate about, but what really, and I can't stress this enough, it's the amplification. Our subwoofer amp is a 5,000 watt by 2, fully made in-house, no off-the-shelf amp modules. It requires 2 dedicated 20 circuits.
Wow, 2?
Yes. 2 inputs.
Not just 1, but 2.
Because it's 5,000 by 2. You cannot get that kind of power out of a single, I mean, even a 240 volt 20 amps, you're not doing it.
That's basically taking your dryer circuit and running it down into your...
That's correct.
Your home theater room twice.
Yes. So that goes to show you...
That's fine.
Yeah, we're very serious.
That's a serious install. And that's just for one...
well, actually, because...
How many...
We could run, well, it depends on impedance, right? So that's stable down to 4 ohms. Okay. Or maybe 2. I'm sorry, I don't remember off the top of my head. But the point is, we usually run 4 subs off of that one amplifier. Okay. 1 per channel. But it depends on the room too. I mean, we've done rooms with 1 sub on each channel. And like at the factory, we have, in our reference cinema, we have 6 18s. 4 on the front wall, 2 on the back wall. And each one has its own channel for correction, timing correction. Mm-hmm. So it just depends on the install, but that's where we work very heavily with major theater designers to get their input and their expertise because they have history and knowledge to get these things and do them right. So it's...
Interesting. So these are not something that you just bring into your home and set up. I mean, obviously it needs almost a professional installation when you're talking about running 220 circuits and things like that.
Yes. Yep. So it's something that we rely very heavily on our customers, which are the custom integrators. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're amazing at what they do. We work very closely with them through every step of the process to make sure we're delivering an amazing product for the end customer, because that's really what matters, right? And it's a big process, and we need their expertise. They get everything installed correctly, wired correctly, and then we work with amazing acousticians from around the country to calibrate, certify, and make sure everything is correct.
Right.
No, it's quite the process, and really for us right now, it's just amazing growth. I mean, we work with the best people in the business. We deliver an amazing product that customers love. And the big thing I want to stress is we look for solutions. It's not just a box.
Right.
The perfect example of that is this display. Here at CEDIA, it's video walls, right?
Yeah.
I mean, video wall central. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing tech, but where do the speakers go?
Right.
So TPI have developed an amazing solution for this. It's called Movement, and they've created a processor, for lack of a better term, but it's a pure analog, fully discrete processor, not digital.
And big time in the analog, I'm catching here.
Yep. Fully analog, pure discrete. Discrete's the big important part. And what we do is we derive an upper and a lower channel loudspeaker for each channel.
Okay.
And so that seamlessly blends the image in the screen. Now, yes, there's compromises, right? I mean, there's no replacement for dedicated LCR,
sure.
But I will tell you, this is insanely convincing. And at the factory, we actually do a live demo where we're playing the reference loudspeakers behind the screen, and we switch, because there's no latency on our DSP, we'll switch profiles to these, above and below. I had 12 of my dealers in that theater this summer. Nobody heard a difference.
Nobody heard?
Nope, they didn't believe it.
And that's done without any other external processing? I mean, companies like Storm Audio and Trinov have solutions that help to raise and lower the image of speakers. You guys are all doing that with your own.
So we're doing that with our own device, but it's not just the box. it's also the loudspeaker.
Mm-hmm.
It's a combination. It's a system.
That's how this is radiating.
Dispersion matters,
right?
Right. You have to have the appropriate combo, because if you did this with a very narrow sounding loudspeaker, very directional loudspeaker, it's obviously not going to work. It's not going to image.
Right.
So it's a combination of the two. So it's the loudspeakers with the movement controller.
Okay.
And it is mind-blowing.
And you can see, essentially, I'm now seeing what this is.
Yes. Yeah.
It's demonstrating that you could have these chained up, and I'm assuming you can have more than just
Yeah,
three top and bottom.
Yeah, we can go to 5.
You can go up to 5.
Yeah, for the big walls. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's crazy. I mean, we love our customers, you know, they say, hey, we want a 38-foot wide wall in my living room. And yeah, that people do that. So
that's neat.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
So we're talking about subwoofers.
Yep.
You have a large speaker line.
Yep.
You have your own amplifiers.
Yep.
Your own DSP. Am I missing anything here?
We work with our great partners at Storm and Trinov, right, for front-end decoding. So we're not in the decoding business. That's not where we would excel, right? But we focus on the playback.
Yeah.
And it's really very special. I mean, what a great brand. Very, very honored to work with them. So
I think it's neat you're on the scene here in North America.
Yeah, thank you.
Particularly because we're, like I said before, we're really seeing a lot of this prosumer gaining momentum.
And the key that I believe what we have that's really special is TPI is not a big company, right? It's a smaller manufacturer. Makes us very nimble to do like those custom boxes, and we are really focused and dedicated to this channel. We are not in big other verticals, right? This is where we're making a mark, right? This is our focus, which is the CEDIA channel. We have no desire to go up to commercial cinema. That's not a thing. For us, it's just this market.
So, someone that is watching this video, they're curious about this.
Sure.
Where should they go to learn more about it? Apex Technologies here in North America?
Yep, they absolutely feel free to contact us. So our website, apex-tech.us. You feel to reach out to our info email, which I will get, or my team will get. We can help. Or you can go to the TPI's website, being UK, they are tpi.co.uk.
Okay.
And so you can see their website, see all the products, browse, and reach out with any questions.
Okay, I'll drop links to those down in the description.
Cool.
Is there a showroom here in the U.S. where you can go and hear these in action?
Yes, there is actually. So Park City, Utah, our integrator there, they have an amazing DCI screening room that's available. We have the factory in the UK, obviously. People are welcome to come and experience that. That cinema is probably the best I've ever heard. And I'm working on my space actually in Atlanta. That'll be open for people to come here.
Fantastic. Ryan.
Todd, thanks, man.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yep, appreciate it very much.
Yeah, so links to all that stuff will be dropped down into the description below. Thanks for hanging out with us for a little while, Ryan.
Cool.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Yeah, for sure. Folks out there, make sure you subscribe to our channel for all of our CEDIA content. But more importantly, head over to avnirvana.com and become a member of our AV and home theater forum community.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Todd. Appreciate it.